What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today is October the 21st. I want to give you a quick pre-market update over some of the hot movers and what big money's focusing on today. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. Starting off, we don't really have that much in data. We have a couple of Fed speakers, but in reality, it's going to come down to companies unveiling their earnings. And this is why during the overnight trading and even right now, you're not seeing that much volume. So there's a certain level of hesitation. So like I said, I think they're waiting for the green light from Netflix's earnings after hours to really move higher. And then aside from that, we do have a couple other big companies throughout the week, but I think for today, people are really going to be watching Netflix. Right now, we have the Dow, it is up 0.03, S&P 0.06, NASDAQ up 0.02. So nothing too crazy. Even at the low, which was about 4 or 5 a.m., it was down 0.19. So nothing too crazy, like I said. Getting right to it, SoFi. SoFi is up 0.21%, largely just piggybacking off of the broader market. Nothing really coming out associated to them. No SEC filings or whatever else. Although they did have a very kick-ass day yesterday, went up 8.06%. A lot of FOMO, and potentially that could kind of roll over into today. So don't be surprised if SoFi just starts to go up for no reason. That's just institutions getting in before their earnings. And as of today, we are 1 week away from their earnings. So something to keep in mind. Right now, though, with the shorts, 9.28% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 109.25 million shares overall are being shorted. Yesterday's shorts did break their trend. They returned about 1.5 million shares. So definitely good to see. Logically, I would assume that would continue, but interestingly enough, they were on a little bit more of a streak to kind of keep increasing. So as far as today, I think it's going to come down to Netflix earnings. So I think even when it comes down to shorts, they might just be waiting just to see how things play out. As far as right now, with that 28.76 during the pre-market, it is trading between this R2 and this R1. 28.40 ultimately will be that key kind of support that we want to watch for SoFi to hold. And then flip side, 29.19 is going to be the next on target / resistance. NIO, nothing crazy, no speculative topics, but it is landing exactly pretty much on or right below that $7 mark. So it is pulling back slightly, 1.13%. It did have a phenomenal day yesterday. It was able to close above that key pivot of $7. For shorts, 11.87% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 164.2 million shares overall being shorted. So shorts as well, they have a mind of their own. They surprisingly did return quite a lot yesterday. So they're going from about 12.35% short interest that was on October the 13th to where it is now. Nothing significant, but still something to keep in mind. So potentially shorts might continue to return if it's able to really blast past that $7 range. Right now though, with it at $6.97, right below this pivot point. So ultimately for today, only number that you need to really care about is $7. So just kind of add that to your little note. And potentially, you never know, shorts might try to suppress NIO below that point, but $7 is going to be that kind of level to watch for. Moving on, NERV, it is up 162%. Crazy stuff. And the reason why they are moving higher is because of this. So they did kind of lock in 200 million in financing, and this is to advance various things. And of course, as I've mentioned, biotechs are not my forte, but for a 18.6 million market cap company to lock in 200 million in financing, of course, that's a fairly good positive. So market loves that, it's really moving higher, but anticipate a lot of volatility. So this might be a good day trade one just to kind of watch for. But as far as shorts, only 2.01% of the free float is being shorted, so nothing significant. That does work out to be 109,000 shares. So don't anticipate shorts to be that active. Right now though, with it at 657, it is trading between this R1 and the pivot. So 594 is going to be that key support that you really want to watch for it to hold today. And if it's able to really continue some good momentum, in theory, the next target is going to be $10, $10.31. So things have really looked fairly well for this company lately. And I don't know if this news right here is going to be that enough to really blast it past and to that $10 range. But I think for today, just watch for, if you're wanting to dollar cost average or whatever else, $5.94. But again, this one will be a good day trade. Moving on, GSIT. So it is up 32.07%. No news. It is just largely piggybacking off of yesterday's news, which did cause it to go fairly high. So a new all-time high of about 18.15. But it's already above all the key fib levels and everything else. So as far as support and resistance points, we can kind of refer to yesterday as what like really caused good lows, good opportunities. So 13.45, I would say, is kind of that very strong support. So if you're wanting to set a stop loss, probably right below that. But it looks like 18.02 is going to be another element, 15.40, and then ultimately 16.57. So just take note of that. Those could be some potential good kind of dollar cost average or support points. And then as far as how high it could go, sky's the limit, because we saw a lot of volume yesterday and we saw it go up 155%. Most of the price action, on a side note, is going to occur in the first half an hour. So if you're going to get in during the pre-market, in my opinion. But it's not heavily shorted, so 2.6% of the free float's being shorted, works out to be 620,000 shares. Shorts did increase quite a lot, so it went from about 0.66% short interest in August to where it is now, so 2.6, but still nothing significant in my opinion. And then moving on, last but not least, ticker's BOF. It is up 28.4% during the pre-market because of their earnings. Record earnings, that's what everything is coming out as. So right now, 24.6 million market cap. So you should see a lot of volatility today because of that. It's not heavily shorted, so only 0.56% of the free float's being shorted. Works out to be 49,000 shares. So shorts won't really be that big of a deal for today. So that's always a positive. But with it at 259, it is trading between this R1 and the pivot. So 221 is going to be that strong support, and then 355 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. So kind of just watch for that. I'm looking at the 1 week chart as well. Moving over to the 1 minute chart, just kind of take note of this for good support levels. Currently it's above all of it, so just take that into consideration. But 221, 235, 216, and then 213, that's good support levels if, again, you're wanting to dollar cost average. But all these stocks for today are going to be very good day trades because you need a little bit of volume, and I think generally today we might not see that much volume up until Netflix's earnings. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. One final thing, pop over to my Patreon if you're looking for some solid buy signals on stocks, options, crypto. Put out daily day trades, numerous swing trades. Worthwhile to pop over there and check that out. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.